What's up all you Clashers, this is Kaz and welcome to Kaz Gaming. Alright, so we're continuing on with Lost Battlefield tips, tricks, and tactics. So here's part 2 of the video series. Alright, so let's talk about my team and why it's unorthodox. Alright, well right off the bat you can see that I run my Skull Knight with my Ares. So this is my Ares team. So I don't have a Skull Knight team. And this is actually my Skull Knight team. So let's talk about how this team makeup works. So why is this a Skull Knight team? Well, because this team can pretty much take out any Skull Knight there is. The Michael and Grim Fiend combination will take out any Skull Knight. Anyone. Well, I wouldn't say anyone, but pretty much anyone. Michael has no trouble tanking a Skull Knight. And Grim Fiend comes up right behind him, and as soon as Grim Fiend procs and removes Skull Knight's buff, Michael will take him out. Now, each team has one guy that buffs the entire team. For this team, it is Cupid. Cupid has the 505 Revitalize, so she buffs the entire team as soon as she's able to attack. For the other team, my Ares team. For this team, that hero is Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke has a level 3 Revitalize, and so it only takes a couple of hits for Pumpkin Duke to proc and give everyone a nice boost. Okay, let's talk about support heroes. So support heroes for this team is Medusa. Medusa is a fantastic support hero because her proc reduces energy. My Medusa has a 505 Revitalize, so that helps out tremendously. Ares, by the way, also has a level 5 Revitalize. Support hero for my Skull Knight team is of course Golem. Golem has a level 3 Revitalize, so he will start healing pretty much right away. Now both these teams also have a first attack hero. A first attack hero is a hero that is a auto proc hero that attacks immediately before everyone else does. And Little Nick is one of the fastest auto proc heroes there is in the game. In fact, he is faster than Dread Drake, and I can prove that to you in something like Lost Realms. I'll show that to you in a second. So, sorry guys, I still got this lingering cough. So that hero is Little Nick for this team. And then for this team, that hero is Dread Drake. And that's why you see a lot of teams with Ares and Dread Drake together, which is what I do. Basically, Dread Drake will auto proc first, give your team that half second or so stun, and allow Ares to proc right away on top of that team like a 1-2 punch combination. Right? So that's the 1-2 punch combination for my team. And the 1-2 punch combination for this team is Little Nick, followed by the 505 Revitalized Cupid. Okay, so that's a little bit on how hero combinations work and things that you should be thinking about when you are making your teams. So let's look at something that I just mentioned, and that is the auto proc heroes, your first attack heroes, And I want to show you something in the Lost Battlefield. And we're going to go ahead and set up. So I already have both of them here, but we'll just clean this up just to show you something. So we have Dread Drake and Little Nick, two auto proc heroes. And you're going to see that Little Nick is going to slam first, and then there goes Dread Drake. Yeah. We'll just end the battle there. I'll show that to you one more time. Little Nick and then Dread Drake. Okay, and that's why you make these combinations, right? So let me show you an example of, I'll go ahead and remove Dread Drake, although you've already seen me do this. Just gonna go and show you the example, right? This is the combination you're looking for. Dread Drake, boom, and then Ares proc. Very powerful stuff. Now, I have seen people put all three of these guys together, and that's really powerful for one team. But it's kind of an overkill if you ask me. That's why I split the two up. I can give two teams an edge instead of one team having a gigantic edge like that. 1, 2, 3 punch. If your other team is super strong, then you can go ahead and make this combination. Okay. So, something you should know about like heroes facing like heroes. And what I mean by that is, Dread Drake, let's say you have a Ares Dread Drake team versus another Ares Dread Drake team. Well, it's actually going to be a coin toss. If you have an Ares 505 Revitalize versus an Ares 505 Revitalize, if they both attack each other at the same time, it's actually a 50-50 toss-up to who's going to get hit who first. Same exact thing goes with Dread Drake, as well as Little Nick. All these auto proc heroes get the exact same chance to auto proc. So as soon as the battle begins, I'm not sure how it works, but I do know it's a 50-50% chance coin toss to have either your hero hit first or the opponent's hero hit first. So this is something you can do to get that edge. And to get that edge, you use a shield. I have Psych Shield on Ares, just in case he loses the coin toss, he won't get affected. I also have a Psych Shield on Dread Drake. So my Dread Drake and my Ares both have Psych Shields on them. I know not everyone has a Psych Shield, but if you do, go ahead and use it because it will give you that edge. How is that going to happen? That's pretty easy. Let's say you're running your Ares Dread Drake team versus Ares Dread Drake. Now, your Dread Drake loses that coin toss. So all your guys are going to get hit by bombs and be stunned. Well, if both your Dread Drake and your Ares have this Psych Shield, then you're not going to get stunned. And what's going to happen? Well, your Dread Drake is going to get to attack in turn. And his attack will be before the enemy Ares. And then your Ares will also not be stunned and also hit the enemy team before the enemy Ares. And that's how that works. Alright, so let's go over my other combination, one-two punch of Little Nick and Cupid. You've already seen that work, but I just want to give you another example of that. So we'll take out Dread Drake and Ares. We will throw in Cupid. And of course we have to throw in someone that will receives Cupid's buff and make use of that 1-2 punch combination, because that's what Cupid actually does for you, right? Being that she's 505 Revitalize. So let's go ahead and put in Gulam. Now I mentioned earlier that Gulam has a level 3 Revitalized Crest. That is important. Why is that important? Well, I'll show you. If we look at what a level 3 Revitalized Crest does for you, it gives you 60% energy at the start of your battle. That's great. What does a 505 Revitalized Cupid do for you? Give you 65% energy at the start of your battle as soon as Cupid procs. Therefore, once Cupid procs, Gulam will have 100 energy and Gulam will proc. Okay, so let me show you that. So Little Nick stops everybody just for a second, and there you go. Cupid procs, Gulam procs. So there is your 1-2 punch combination with these guys. Little Nick stuns, Cupid has a chance to proc, her proc causes Gulam to proc. Very, very powerful stuff. Okay. Okay, so if you can put together some kind of team like this, you're going to be doing very well in Lost Battlefields. Alright, so let's talk artifacts and pets. And there's only a few that you really should be concerned about. Let's go over artifacts first. So your first two teams is what you want stacked in artifacts. Okay, the teams that are going to be doing damage, your two strong teams, that's who you're going to want. I always keep Skull Knight in the Eye of Garuda. And I always keep Pumpkin Duke in the Blitz Scroll. You can adjust these to how you see fit. But basically the guys who are doing damage are doing more damage than Acts of Strife. As you can see, I have shucks. I do have my Minotaur in there just because I was raiding earlier. Okay. Now, I've heard people say that movement speed matters after attack speed. If you're talking about same hero versus same hero, don't believe those guys. Movement speed has nothing to do with attack speed. Even if the guy has more movement speed than your hero, as soon as the two heroes get into within range of each other, the coin toss happens. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, and there's only a few pets that I really use. Excuse me. You can go ahead and put Mini Angie on someone. So, because I have Grimfiend, who I'm counting on to remove the buff from an enemy Skull Knight on my Skull Knight team, which doesn't have a Skull Knight, I do use AVR on Michael, and sometimes it silences the enemy Skull Knight and makes it a little easier for that team combination to take out the enemy Skull Knight. Celestine on my Skull Knight is just beast. Of course, I always use like Bublo on Cupid. Just things like that, and you can mix and match these to, you know, whichever you need, right? Pumpkin Duke on the elephant so he doesn't get stunned. Yeah. Alright guys, so that just about does it. We went over some basic strategy rules, a little more intricate stuff with how I run my team, different hero combinations, some little tricks there with using Cupid and then another hero with the level 3 Revitalized Crest. So I guess that's just gonna about do it for this video. I hope I've given you some information that is gonna help you guys out on your runs. Hopefully you guys can get to that next level that you're looking for, maybe 600 or 1000. Get some extra fame that you've been missing out on, or that extra gems reward that you've been looking for. If you guys have any questions or about hero combinations or what crests to use, that kind of thing, you can let me know down in the comments and I'll help you out as best as I can. If you want to look at some of the other heroes, my other heroes, what I'm running on them, we can do that real quick. Like I said, I have oh shucks, I forgot to put it back on him, but I usually run a Revitalized Crest of level 3 on my Pumpkin Duke. I've already showed you Ares and Dread Drake. I've got a Deadly Strike on my Skull Knight. I have Grimfiend with Life Drain Crests. My Michael has a level 2 Blade Shell. My Cupid has a revive. I actually forgot what I put on Medusa. Let's see. Okay, so Medusa had War God. Okay, so that's going to be it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I hope I helped you out, gave you some information that you didn't know that could possibly get you to that next level. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked the video, and subscribe. Right on, guys, this is Kaz, signing out.